And welcome back to the broadcast, wherever you are tuning in. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have got the fabulous Rob Salvago here in the studio. How are you, my friend?
Doing well, thank you, Steve.
Good to be chatting with each other.
Yeah.
We haven't talked with each other since Orlando. I think I'm so glad to have you with me here now. Rob is our VP and head of corporate development and Cisco Investments. I always love talking Cisco Investments because it's very, very real for people. This is where the rubber hits the road. Cisco has got such a view toward the future and bringing along those next great innovations that are going to change the industry. What is it like from your perspective? You're the guy who's really at the helm of all of this.
Well, Steve, first, I think I actually have the most exciting job at Cisco.
You may. I thought I had it, and then I met you, and I decided, no, it's all yours.
Yours is pretty good. The reason I'm so excited, and especially relative to today's conference and what we have happening here at Cisco Live, is a lot of what we're hearing around Cisco Live is about Cisco's tremendous internal innovations, right? And look, I've been here for 19 years, and so what we're seeing from an internal perspective is tremendous, right? Catalyst 9000, DNA Center, ACI, we saw the data center announcements earlier this week, but I'm really focused on how we can complement that, and complement that by focusing on external innovation, right? What is happening in the startup ecosystem, using that to help inform Cisco's strategy, where we may want to go next, have an ability to see around corners, and also use the power of that outside innovation to bring it into Cisco through things like acquisitions, which ultimately our customers get to benefit from.
I just love that. We've been spending a lot of time this week here at Cisco Innovation and the investment area. We love it because, again, it's great storytelling. How do you take that internal view here at Cisco and turn that outward to get people to pay attention and want to be a part of our Cisco ecosystem?
Yeah, great question. So today, Cisco is a very active participant from a corporate venture standpoint, and we're investing hundreds of millions of dollars a year in the ecosystem. And you know what? We're doing it on a global basis. So in the US, in Europe, in APJ, in China, in Israel. So regardless of where relevant innovation may be occurring, we're trying to put Cisco in the best position to see that. And what's that focus? That focus is actually a strategic one. So we want to use that as a forward-looking lens. We want to understand where technology may be going. We want to understand a new market that's potentially coming around the corner and get there quicker. That's something that we use to inform Cisco's strategy, but more and more, it's something that we bring into our customers' conversations as well. Because look, they've got a ton of technology coming at them. And the question is, what do you need to be prepared for? And so if we can provide a lens into that, we can also help our customers navigate all the stuff that's coming at them as well.
Beautifully put. Tell me about the trends. What are we seeing in terms of examples, specific hardcore examples of where Cisco's engagement with the startup ecosystem has really benefited our customers? It's been a payoff for them where we can say, see, this is why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, great question. Maybe I will link investments to some big transitions that Cisco has helped really drive over the years. So first, security. Security's probably been one of our most active areas from an investment and M&A perspective. And today, Cisco Umbrella is really Cisco's leading effort to be relevant from a cloud security perspective. Well, what's interesting is Umbrella actually started off as an investment that Cisco made in OpenDNS years ago. And we invested in that when cloud security, it was just, it was an emerging buzzword. But we were able to align around a company that we thought was embodying that trend. We partnered with them closely during that time period. And then when it was obvious that that market was taking off, we said, look, that's got to be something that's part of the Cisco portfolio. And today, look at it. OpenDNS, now Umbrella, it is a foundational part of Cisco's security portfolio. So I think that's a great example going from investment to, in this case, acquisition, to a core part of our security architecture.
And it's one of the reasons that Chuck has laid out those 5 key elements of serving the world, right? Security is foundational. It affects every single technology and capability we offer throughout the Cisco portfolio.
Absolutely.
How do we then decide, okay, so security, we want to look at security. How else do we decide where to target out there in the startup market?
That's a great question. So if you look at my team, I've got a global team, and we pride ourselves in spending most of our time outside of Cisco. And we're spending time in two camps, with customers and with startups.
Okay.
So customers help us have that connection in terms of where are the business challenges that people are dealing with. And at the same time, we have that Cisco lens, right? We understand where Cisco is with regards to its security efforts, its collaboration efforts. And then the second half of the time, we're spending outside of Cisco, right? With the startup community. And so you put all that together, we get the customer environment, we get where Cisco's at, we have a lens in terms of where all these startups are trying to innovate, and we kind of connect all those dots. That's what we're really here to do.
Now, we're pretty unique in this environment in terms of the scope, and I think a lot of people don't necessarily know the scope of what Cisco Investments is all about. Statistic me. Just go ahead and run me into the weeds now. What exactly are we accomplishing?
All right, let's go there.
Go there. Talk to me in terms of dollars.
I've got a global team.
Yeah?
We're investing $200 to $300 million on an annual basis. 200
to 300 million per year.
Yes. That is put to work globally.
Wow.
Across all the geographies. A third of my team is outside of the US, so we have people in all the relevant regions, because you know what? Innovation is global. What investments look like today, we're typically investing $3, $4, $5 million into a company. As part of that, we're usually getting a position on their board. That's where the visibility starts. We're sitting there with the executive team, with the board, and understanding what that company is seeing and what it may do next. That is the beginning of where that market learning starts. And we're directing that effort in terms of two camps. One is, our first investment focus is around the areas that Cisco's in today, right? Security, collaboration, data center, IoT, the network. Multi-billion-dollar businesses still undergoing a lot of change.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to be there. And investments that we make there are often areas that we partner closely with. So it's a direct tie to something that can benefit our portfolio today. But we don't stop there, because this is about having a lens into the future, right? Understanding where things are going. And that's not just this year. This is over the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. So the other part of our investment strategy is to invest in those areas which may be relevant to Cisco, or it may be relevant to some of our customers down the line. And so we've got a pretty comprehensive view based on that effort.
It's really crazy exciting. For people who want to know a little bit more, how can they get involved? How can they learn all the details of what's going on with Cisco Investments?
You've got to get involved.
Oh yeah.
Many ways to do it. First, here, Cisco Live, we've done 5, 6, 7 of these shows over the years. We have dozens of our portfolio companies here in our investment village. So that is a subset of our investment portfolio. We invest in hundreds of companies. We've got dozens of them here in our investment village today, and they represent some of the most exciting companies in the technology landscape. So that's one.
Okay.
2, we're all over social media. Go to CiscoInvestments.com, you'll see our entire portfolio by priority area, data center, collaboration, security, and by region. You can slice it and dice it any way you want. So we're transparent about where we invest.
So cool.
Third,
really quick third.
We have an ability to put together a custom event for our customers. Reach out to your account manager if you want to do that, because we can bring that insight directly to you.
Love it. Rob, I'm so excited about what you guys are doing. Congratulations to you and your team. Incredible success. You really are driving the future of Cisco, and for all of us who are watching what you do, it's great to watch. So
thank you very much, and have a great Cisco Live.